Okay, so today's topic is central problem of an economy. So what is central problem of an economy and why do we study or why is it called central? All right, so for some time let's imagine ourselves to be an entrepreneur. So as an entrepreneur, you may have to ask yourself certain basic questions before you start doing anything or before you start to enterprise. Questions like what kind of goods and services to produce and sell, how to sell it, who will be my customers? Those can be some of the basic questions that we need to ask before we start a business. The reason is because of scarcity. Our time, our land, our labor, capital, technology are all limited. And therefore, in order to judiciously use our resources, we have to prioritize things. So just like that, even a country or economy, depending on the resource availability, the country has to ask or the economy has to ask these three basic questions of what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. The problem of what to produce relates to the types and quantity of goods and services to be produced, because resources are limited and therefore judicious utilization is important, and therefore the first question that an economy has to ask is what to produce, what quantity. The second question is the question of how to produce. This question refers to the choice of technology or the technique by which the production is to be done. In economics term, there are two types of technology. One is called the labor-intensive technology and the other one is called the capital-intensive technology. When an economy uses more of labor to capital for the production of goods and services, we call that as labor-intensive technology. While on the other hand, if an economy uses more of capital to labor for the production of goods and services, we call that as capital-intensive technology. So, depending on the resource availability, the economy chooses which technique to use. For example, since India is the second largest population in the world, therefore it is safe for India to choose labor-intensive technology, especially in the areas like agricultural sector. However, in the industrial sector, since more of capital in the form of technology and infrastructure is demanded, therefore India will have to use capital-intensive technology in the industrial sector. Thus, the problem of how to produce refers to the choice of which technology to use, labor-intensive or capital-intensive, which will depend on the resource availability. The third problem or the third question that an economy has to ask is the question of for whom to produce. It refers to the issue of distribution of the goods and services produced in an economy. For example, a society consists of both rich and poor. And assuming that there are more poor people in the economy may have to concentrate more on the production of essential goods such as food, clothing, and shelter, while they may have to compromise on the production of luxury goods. While on the other hand, if the society consists of more rich people, then the society may have to consider production of relatively more luxury goods along with the essential goods. Thus, the problem of for whom to produce refers to the problem of distribution of goods and services between the different sections of the society. So in conclusion, the question of what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce is considered to be the three fundamental questions that an economy has to ask before they start anything. Production in the agricultural sector, be it in the industrial sector or in the service sector. So these three basic questions have to be asked before they start any production. So that's why it is called as the central problem of an economy. In addition to this, we have what is called as the full utilization of resources as well as attainment of economic growth as an additional central problem of an economy, which we will discuss in the next video. So till then, thank you for now.